Hey there, Scorpio. All right, time for your second half of March reading. Thank you so much for joining me while I finish shuffling the cards. I'm going to mention that this is a general reading and I'm going to be connecting with energies from all over the place. So if something doesn't resonate for you, that means it's meant for somebody else. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for them. Also, I posted a Metaphysical Monday video. Our topic was meditation, so I did a guided meditation. And then we also have another one coming out that is going to be crystals. So I'm open to suggestions if there's a specific crystal that you'd like to learn more about, or just a favorite crystal that you want to see more of. Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know what crystal that is. I'll take some of the suggestions and see which one I can scrounge up and talk about. Also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I stopped shuffling. Sorry. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a free personal reading. You can ask me a question. I'll read the cards on it. We're going to do that when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. And that's my last shuffle. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. Been getting this card a lot lately. This is going to be the overall energy for the reading. So I feel like the issue that we're dealing with for the end of March, second half of March, is kind of being a little bit guarded in the career space, financial space, maybe your home. We'll get into those details. What other cards do we have for Scorpio? What messages do we have for Scorpio? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. All right, so some more kind of melancholy vibes. I'm starting to feel a little bit of kind of sadness going on there. So what has Scorpio? Oh, there it goes. What has Scorpio in a tizzy? And we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. That fell out. The Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you're kind of stuck. There's something stuck as far as communication. Something is unclear is what I'm getting. Something is unclear. And it's got you guarded. It's got you kind of, you have a cage around yourself, which leads me to think this card gives me a feeling of sadness. You're closing yourself off mentally from someone or everyone, could be. All right, what else is going on here with Scorpio? We need more details. More swords. The Seven of Swords. It's kind of that's where I dropped it. Interesting. I want you to see what I'm looking at here while I'm silent. Where I put it on the spread, I have my own spread that I go off of, and kind of where I'm guided to put the card is where it falls within the reading. I don't go in a specific order other than the center card is the first card, the overall energy, and then kind of where they fall around it. But this is where I put the card down, and look how they're looking at each other. Like, I feel like you're kind of fighting your ideas with your career. Like, you have something, like you want to just take off with something, and you're guarded, and they're just kind of looking at each other like this one's mad and that one's like, haha bitch, I got your swords. So I feel like there might be some kind of conflicting energy when it comes to your ideas, your communication breakdown. You're not communicating, and I think it has to do with something that's going on in your career. They are definitely related, and you feel like somebody is just being shitty. Like, maybe somebody's taking credit for something that you did at work. Maybe. It's happened to me before. What else do we have? Ooh, that one almost jumped out. Maybe I'll come back at later. The Ace of Rods. Okay, so we have something new, kind of like a metamorphosis, new movement, new, like a new plan, a new motivation. So maybe that's why, that's where you're headed, away from this career that you feel kind of guarded and, kind of pissed off, really. You're like pissed off. You're like, I'm making money. I have money. I have that kind of financial stability here, but I'm not fucking happy about it. And there's this stupid person that's like taking credit for my ideas and like stealing my shit. Maybe even like literally. But that's something new is out there. There is a change coming. There's a movement in your motivation. You're motivated to do something else. And I can see why you're not happy where you're at. Get another shuffle in there. High Priest. Alright, so we have something. It's this new idea. I already know where I'm putting it on the spread too. It's right between the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So the stop, the pause in communication is right next to the High Priest. And the High Priest is kind of like, look at his hand. It's like Scout's Honor. Scout's Honor. Can you see that? Will you focus? Maybe if I move. Kind of there. Arr. There we go. Kind of like a Scout's Honor salute, like something structured. Something structured, like a religion or a political affiliation or something is kind of connected to the two bad sword ones that I have here. The two kind of like, there's no communication and I don't want to communicate. I'm putting myself in a cage. I feel like maybe there's some kind of affiliation or structured club kind of, I guess, association or something that has caused the pause in what's going on there. So is there a group at work that maybe, or maybe this is the institution that you work for. Maybe that's what that is. And it's kind of just got you like this. You know, you're kind of pissed off. But I still have on the other side of the swords, the Ace of Swords in reverse, that pause is right next to new movement. There's a new plan coming. If you haven't started it already, if you haven't started coming up with ideas, there's a, it's kind of like passion, something that motivates you, something fiery. What else do we have for Scorpio's situation? The Ten of Cauldrons. All right, it's going to bring you some happiness. It's going to bring you some happiness. So these are some good cards to come out right there. All right, I like it. I like it. So you need to get the fuck out of there. Get out of where you're at. It's not making you happy. It's making you anxious. It's making you depressed. This job is not good for you, whatever it is. I don't know if there's a person that you feel is being shady. If it's just the whole place, the people you work for, the person you work for, the company you work for is kind of feeling a little shady. And but I see something better for you. There's like, see that butterfly, moth, and then the horizon in the background. Something good is on the horizon, and it's going to make you happy. Going to make you happy. What advice? Wow, that was too many. No, that's just a bad shuffle, guys. All right, what advice do we have for Scorpio? Jesus. That's good. That's not. Ooh, Seven of Cauldrons. Okay, so the Seven of Cauldrons for me is, it's a mixed feelings card. I get mixed feelings. Like, you see the girls down on the bottom are having a good old time and they're sharing and being generous and loving. They're even offering it up to him. But if you notice, he's not joining them. He's just kind of there and he's observing and he's not taking the cup that's being offered. It just gives me a mixed feelings vibe. Like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm not going to participate. So I feel like that's kind of the advice that I'm getting from that card is to kind of take a step back from social relationships where you're at. Take a step back from social relationships. Not necessarily romantic relationships, but maybe, you know, those invites you get, maybe it's time to decline a few, you know? Like, you don't always want to go to the party, but it's nice to be invited. It kind of goes along with that. I think it's time to step back a little bit and focus more on what this new thing is that's going to make you happy. I think you need to focus more on that and less on the social aspects. Let's get another advice. What action should Scorpio take? The Page of Pentacles. So learn. This is learning, being a student. The Page is a student. They're young, being learning something new, scholarly. There's a new skill. There's a new skill involved. And I think that comes back with this because I put it in the opposite corner. They definitely are flanking the other cards that are having an issue. So the way I ended up putting them was the center is kind of this like crappy feeling, not happy, no communication, and there's like an institution that you're feeling is kind of being shady, and then like on the outside it's like framed in these good things, learning a new skill that's going to help with this new idea, this new motivation that you have. And then on the other outside edges we have this this advice to just kind of chill and let the others have fun and maybe not necessarily engage, don't partake. And then we have the Ten of Cauldrons, which is a happy card. So I feel like there's some not so fun shit going on, but on, you know, on the external and where you're headed and where these branches are headed. And then you have like this fruit hanging around the edge. That's great. That's awesome. And you're going to be very fruitful is how I see it. So I definitely love your reading. There's always something that we are not so happy about going on, but when we learn to shift our focus, and this is where you're going to shift your focus. There's something new that you want to do that motivates you and you're moving towards it. So that always sheds new light on situations. And then once you're into that part and you're feeling this happiness, you'll be able to look back at the other situation and be like, why the hell did I do that to myself? Why did I let myself be in a place that I'm not happy for so long? And it just kind of gives you some new perspective. So I'm happy to share this information with you. I loved your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the giveaway, and then hit that bell so you get notified when Metaphysical Monday is posted. Thank you again, and have a blessed day.